The Elvis Press Tree Conspiracy Program with Reeves Elliott and John Brennan.
All right, guys. Thank you. This is such a glorious experience to be here with Yuki Nakamura.
Another episode with John.
Yeah, John and Yuki Patreon Buffet.
Yes.
Yuki and John Patreon Buffet. Whatever you want to say.
John and Yuki. Yeah.
Yuki and John. So today we're going to do something we've been exploring here with our associate Reeves Elliott. Somebody who works on the Last Drive-In and was with us in Memphis for Joe Bob's Jamboree in July of 2022.
Oh.
So we, Yuki, there has been a few developments here. One of the things is that Reeves and I got together and sort of went through the whole Elvis tree conspiracy. I remember. I think
whose conspiracy? Is that your conspiracy? Well, conspiracy was already there.
Well, okay, so the conspiracy was just to give you a little backstory. We laid this out a little bit. Before I went to Memphis in July, I was very excited about Graceland and things like that. So I was looking up videos, and one video I came across was a video of a man by the name of Chef Dez. He's a chef, actually, and he cooks food and good food. But he had pretty much a viral video on his YouTube page explaining how he saw the ghost of Elvis Presley.
Oh, come on.
In the trees at Graceland, and he caught them on film. And if you look, I'll show you the video at one point, and you'll see that the specter of Elvis Presley is trapped in the trees.
Is that the same tree you mentioned that when we were there?
Yes, so that's where our connection starts to come in, is that while we were there, we announced to ourselves, I said, oh my God, that's the tree right there, as we were leaving the tour, about to get back on the bus to go and look at the cars and stuff. I said, that's the tree. So I started looking at the tree, and so I went over and I took a picture. I think either Liz or Reeves took the picture of me, my girlfriend Liz, and I had the devil horns up. But as you can see in the background, in the top left above my shoulder, there's a humongous orb. Like a floating orb. And it's not a light leak. It's not supposed to be there. I mean, it was like, at first I was making a joke like, oh, that's the tree. But then when I saw the picture, and in the tree is really a big blob shape of something, I don't know what it is, I was freaking out. So that's where this conspiracy sort of began. We started to say, is it because Elvis is trapped in the trees? Is it because was he a wood abuser in his life? Now, Yuki, I know that you're not a believer in much of the spirit realm.
No, I'm not the spiritual. I don't know.
So for you, it's completely outside the realm of any possibility that Elvis is actually in those trees.
No, he can be there.
You don't think he's there?
No.
Where do you think he is?
Well, maybe up there.
Up there, okay. So you think, all right. So, but all right. But you can't deny the fact that we saw something in those pictures. You saw the pictures, and you didn't believe.
No, I didn't see. Well, it's not like I believe or no. I didn't see anything. It's just a tree and the shadow.
No, not just the shadow. Here, let me pull it up on Instagram and I'll show you. The one that started it all. It's on my Instagram stories under Elvis Press Tree. I'm fucking logged out. Why? I keep getting logged out of stupid login. Stupid Instagram is logging me in and out willy-nilly like a motherfucker. Oh. And the fucking GoPro's turning off. See, this is what happens, Yuki.
You think Elvis is doing that?
Elvis is doing that. You don't think that he doesn't want people? Oh my God, that whole, it explains it itself. I just charged it. Look, I have this thing here. This is a USB cable, not UCB, not the Upright Citizens Brigade. A USB cable. I just charged the GoPro for a very long time, and it shut off. And you know what's the other odd thing is when me and Reeves were talking, things shut off. 17 minutes in.
He doesn't want to talk about him.
He doesn't want to either he doesn't want to talk about it, or maybe the Egyptian pharaohs.
Okay,
or
well, if he
the
doesn't
devil.
want to talk us about him, then why are you saying, "Oh, that's him and stuck in the tree"?
Because you can see it. Hold on, let me pull it up. I gotta log in. See, I get logged out of Instagram when I try to talk
so he's
about this.
doing it. See, that means
or somebody that doesn't want you to know that he's in the tree is doing it.
Okay.
So like whoever put him in the tree is trapped him. Wait,
maybe they don't want me to believe it.
They don't want you to believe it, right? So they're trying all the technological disadvantages to us. I mean, the next thing you know, these mics will stop working. These Vixie as well, even though these are plugged into the walls. All my lights are plugged into the walls except the GoPro. I charged it for an hour, and guess what? It turned off. They don't want us to know. There's something going on here, Yuki. Now, I don't know just how to explain it quite yet. We're going to try to get into the details. But to continue the story, Chef Dez, he analyzed it, and he had a psychic look at his video and his picture, and they saw not only Elvis, but they saw his dog, they saw his mother. It's and this is real. This is.
Oh, come on! So you see, because I don't believe psychic, I think they're bullshit.
You think psychics are bullshit?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if they are right, if they can, see whatever they see, how come they can win the lottery ticket?
That's actually a pretty good question. Well, if you're a psychic, you can predict all kinds of shit about other people's lives and cancer, and but you can't do it for yourself. Why?
Right? Why? Is it because it's bullshit?
Because it's bullshit. I kind of agree with you there.
Okay.
I'm on your side on that one. But see, look at this. It's actually saying, you probably can't see it because of the lights, but I'm trying to log in, and it's saying there's a problem with your request. There's a problem with your request. Why? I've been logged into the Instagram for years. I don't do anything nefarious on there. I don't use third-party apps.
Because the whole thing is bullshit then, maybe.
No, you know what's bullshit is that somebody's trying to stop this conspiracy from getting out there. I don't know who it is or what it is, but there's something nefarious going on. Look, just because you're a non-believer doesn't mean that this thing can't affect you. I mean, look at you. You're wearing Elvis sunglasses.
Yes. Well, I like Elvis. I like Elvis more than the Beatles. So.
More than the Beatles. That's pretty good. That's pretty interesting. I mean, Elvis versus the Beatles. No, I think I like the Beatles better because the Beatles had more of an eclectic range of music, even though...
you know what? I think Beatles are more real musician than Elvis.
You think?
And then, the Elvis is kind of a phony musician, phony singer. Because... you're looking at his move, you're not really listening.
Sure, yeah, he's more of a force of nature.
Yeah, his movement, his costume, that's distracting, So when you're looking at his move, then song is over.
Oh, here we go. Okay, I got it in my phone, in my what do you call it? Now, you're telling me...
Yes.
Look at this, Yuki. Look
at
this.
What?
This orb in the tree. You don't see that orb in that tree. You can zoom in and out. There's a nebulous blob in that tree that is not... it's not a light leak. And you can tell that the light is coming from a different way. You see, it looks like almost like a transparent bubble. Yeah. You see the circular energy here. Well, and all this
circular, and this could be just some kind of reflection or
no. There's no reflection. There's nothing to reflect from. It's a tree. Look at that's that face of Elvis. Look at the circular. Look at the mutton chops.
That's not Elvis' face.
Whose face is it?
Nobody's face. It's just blah. It's just like
no. Look at the energy. Look at the energy field that you could see the outline. And then, I know that you don't believe in the shadow, but the shadow, that's an unnatural shadow. Why is the square? Why is my head square or rectangular at the bottom? The sun should not be reflecting a square head off of a... Many people would say, and I've said this in the past, that I have a very round pumpkin head. And I don't know what would have caused it to be square in the shadow.
It's just shadow. So,
But shadows don't suddenly take the light and make it squared instead of circle.
well, it just sunlight. It's a natural thing. You don't know what the
Yes,
sun
the sunlight
does.
is natural, but the shadow is unnatural. That's an unnatural shadow. That should
But
not...
the unnatural because it's a sun and then shadow. So it's an unnatural thing because we don't control the natural.
Wait, so you're saying that shadows are unnatural?
Yeah, we don't know what shadow does because it's a natural thing.
Nobody knows what the shadow...
Right.
Yeah.
So, but that's the unnatural thing is nothing to do with it.
But shadows are naturally occurring because of the light. I don't know how to explain a shadow other than light hits an object and then reflects the shadow.
It's like the natural physics. We don't know what does.
Wait, so you're saying that just because something is unexplainable, that doesn't mean it's not...
Because it's sun and then shadow. We don't know what it does because it's a natural thing. So natural thing creates unnatural thing.
What? This might be one of those situations where you just asked me if I went to the moon and I'm about to kick you out of my apartment like fucking Neil Armstrong. I don't know what you're saying. So you're saying that natural occurrences cause unnatural things to occur?
Right, because it's natural. Sun or lighting reflection and then create the shadow or tree or those things are natural. But since we can't control, we don't know some unnatural things happen by natural thing.
You're blowing my mind because I think I know what you're trying to say, but naturally I can't understand you or follow you. So is it? Are you kind of saying like how the say like the Hadron Collider that they turned on, the thing that goes really fast, and they're studying quantum physics, and they said that they were able to prove that two particles could exist in two separate places at one time? So are you saying that just because humans can experience something that is unnatural, that doesn't mean that it's anti-physics? Our minds are too puny to understand?
Yes. No,
okay.
Correct.
So that I follow. I get what you mean by that, and but there's no reason why my fucking head should be a rectangle or a square there. I mean, I know I am a square, but my head is quite round, and I was wearing a ponytail that day too.
Right. So what if sun and then you standing there? Then they created the shadow, so the shape of the shadow is anything to do with Elvis?
It's shaped like the shadow. Okay, well, I'm not going to get anywhere with you with this, but let me pull up Chef Dez's video real quick, okay. And I could show you just a sampling of what he got on his video. This is what it's titled: "Photo of the Ghost of Elvis Presley." In the trees at Graceland, July 2019. Now we don't have to watch the whole thing, but we'll watch a sampling of it.
Is that the chef?
Yeah, the chef is the one who...
Most people continue to take blood sugar medications because they've been brainwashed by the medical establishment to believe...
All right, skip this shit. More fucking ads. I mean, enough. We're trying to talk about ghosts. Look, ghosts of Elvis Presley revealed to me in a photo of the trees at Graceland in 2019. This photo is the original digital photo and has not been tampered with or enhanced in any way, shape, or form. Listen to my story.
This guy's already did the Star Wars. So I think he's a bullshit. He thinks a filmmaker.
No, it's just because he wants to draw you in. If he was bullshit, he would have put the music. He would have stolen the music, but he just used the scroll. I mean, look, George Lucas stole the fucking scroll from Flash Gordon.
I had been to Graceland the first 2 times, and only 2 times of my life.
Okay,
over the past few years. Actually, it
he's
was
Canadian,
October
huh?
Yeah, he's a Canadian guy.
2018 was my first time there, and last July 2019 was my second time.
No, I believe that might be his. Oh, maybe it is him. Yeah.
In my opinion, happened on my last trip there.
So yeah, we'll watch this. How long is this?
Sort of bring you in.
It's long. It's fine. We'll watch the whole 7 minutes. And the main important part that I want to show you here is
18,
so
I was hosting
okay.
a
Chef
culinary
Des,
tour
he's
through
looking at all the
the
stuff.
South
He's
Coast,
explaining to
Nashville,
you
Memphis, New
because it's hard to
Orleans.
hear. I don't know why it's so
And,
low on my
obviously
computer right
one of
now.
the places we stopped at was Graceland.
He loves Elvis.
And it was
First time he went to
very
Graceland,
monumental time
he
for
was
me
on
to
like a
actually
trip with a
be
bunch
there.
of
I've been a
cooks, and
fan
he
since I was a
couldn't
little
really
boy.
have the
And
right
actually
experience
be
that he
at
wanted to
Graceland,
have.
It was absolutely incredible. But because I was in charge of and overseeing over 20 people on our group, my headspace just wasn't there. I was too concerned about everybody to be fully into the presence of being at Graceland.
See?
And so I didn't get very emotional. It was great and phenomenal, but it didn't touch me as much as I thought it would.
Does him being Canadian, does
again,
that make you
because,
disagree with
I
him
just
even
wasn't
more? I mean,
fully
how do you
there. I
feel
was too
about
concerned
Canadians? I
about
know you
my
love Western
The
culture.
second time we
but
went,
does
I
that
went with
include
my
Canada?
family. We
Well,
did a trip to Florida.
I
and
think
back, and
Canadian
again, one
people
of
is
the places we
more,
stopped was Graceland, and they just let me have
well,
my time there.
Fucked
They
up.
just let me be by
doesn't
myself
sound like
at his
fucked up
grave,
than American
for as
people,
long as
but
I
at
wanted.
the
I
same
really
time,
appreciated that.
too much
And, you see
French
some photos
influence. So
there.
that part,
That's
you
me
know.
there.
Oh,
and
so you don't like the French?
it was really great.
Well,
Oh, that is him. Look, that's him. So he's touching
And
the
then
grave
when
of
we
Elvis,
were-
Okay.
right? He's touching it.
You know, we spent a bit of time there. Then we were walking down the driveway, and I was
Here we
just
go.
commenting to my wife, you know, just how incredible it is to be there, be at Graceland. And we were walking down the driveway, and we happened to look at the trees. And I said to my wife, imagine if these trees could talk, the stories they would tell about all those years, you know, of Elvis living there and the fans and, you
Peanut
know,
butter, the
even
orgies,
like,
the fucking...
when he died and all the commotion and just
Peanut butter, banana
hundreds of
sandwich.
thousands of stories these trees could tell if they could talk. And I said, I'm just going to turn around and take some pictures of these trees.
See, he was drawn
I'll
to
show
them.
you some here. So
Now watch.
one of the shots here.
See, these are
Yeah, so
normal
here it
trees,
is,
no
you know, just
energy.
walking down the
Right.
driveway, again turning around, just taking pictures of the trees. It wasn't until later that I discovered something really incredible about
Here we
one
go.
of these pictures.
Buckle up.
So we went on that morning after visiting Graceland. We went on to Nashville, spent the day in Nashville, and we stayed at a hotel in Nashville. Prior to our stay in Memphis, we were in Savannah, Georgia, and we stayed at the Marshall House. And Savannah is known for being one of the most haunted cities in the
Yes,
USA.
Savannah's haunted.
I
I want to go there, but my mother was very scared. She said she saw a ghost
from
in
the
Savannah.
photos at
It was like
Marshall
she
House.
said she was
And
leaving
so my
her
daughter
hotel
and I
room.
were
She-
looking at the
Elvis?
photos.
No, well, this
Just
wasn't
the
Elvis.
ghost.
This
Oh.
was just
There wasn't
random
any-
ghosts,
there
and she
wasn't
said she
anything-
saw.
There's nothing out of the ordinary of the ones from the Marshall House
Gee, I
in
never
Savannah.
seen ghosts.
And so I just continued looking through the photos, getting into our visit to Memphis and Graceland, and then I stopped and looked at one of these photos of the trees.
Here it
And
comes.
this is one tree in specific that's in this photo, and I thought, wow, look at this. I'll show it to you.
Yup, show it.
Show
Come
it
on,
to
chef.
me. Come on.
Get Yuki's
Well,
not
this picture,
true
I
believer.
see
Look at
little
that
something
shit.
in the background.
You're telling
And I'm
me.
looking at it,
See?
and then I start enlarging it on my phone.
Look at that.
And like that looks like Elvis's face. It really does. And I was like, oh my goodness, you guys, come and look at this. And I showed it to my family. My son was like totally taken back. He says, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? He says, well, we were there
You gotta-
and you were
just realized
touching the
you're not in the
grave and
shot.
having your moment and
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah.
I wished
Oh,
with all my might that Elvis would show himself to you because you're such a big fan and this means so much to you.
cut
And
the
I
crap.
wished
Go to the
so hard that he
video.
would show
See,
himself
this
to
is
you.
already pissing me
The hairs on
off.
the back of my neck
Too much
stood up,
talking,
and I
and
got
then
chills,
You gotta
and I
come-
go, wow.
come this
and I
way a little
believe,
bit.
I
Yeah,
believe this
yeah,
is
that
the
way,
ghost
there
of
you go.
Elvis. Now these photos haven't been retouched at all. They haven't been enhanced. Nothing. They're digital photos. I have a crop to make it
Get
bigger
to the
that I'll show you.
point.
And that's all I've done was crop it so it appears larger so you can see more detail what I'm talking about. But again, I haven't done anything.
This
to
is
them.
a true believer, Yuki, and
pull that
I'm
up
sorry,
here.
he's the original. Look at that.
Closer.
That's like a mist
there.
over, you know, just
And you can believe
smog
whatever you want.
or
You can believe
green
that,
smog.
You know, it's the sun, but
That's
if you
like
look
a
at it,
lighting,
it's in
you
the
know.
background and overlapping
look
the
at
tree.
because it's all green
I've had a person
everywhere.
tell me, oh,
So
Yeah, it's
a
green,
lens
but look at
flare.
this glasses. This is sunglasses.
And you can come up with any excuse in the book. if
where's
you're
the
a non-believer.
sunglasses?
And I get that.
Right there.
Everybody has an
That's
opinion.
a
I'll probably
leaf.
have some comments on here saying, oh,
That
it's
ain't
not
no
that,
leaf.
it's
That's the
this, or
sunglasses,
whatever.
man. I'm telling you. That's
But what are the chances, okay, you're in the yard of Graceland.
What are the chances?
And your son
That's
makes a
like
wish like that.
But dude, I don't think you heard that part. His son made a wish.
You just
when they
finished
were
saying
at the
to your
grave
wife,
that
imagine if these
Elvis
trees
would
could
reveal
talk,
himself.
And you feel an urge to turn around and just take pictures of the trees, not even of Graceland.
Yeah, why
or
would he
the
take the
wall,
pictures
but
of the trees? He was drawn
I
to
just
them.
had this urge to do this. This
Look at
shows
that.
up
That's come on.
Look at
in one of
what?
the photos.
This?
Yeah, that's the
Very
that's
similar.
green
I mean,
mist.
obviously, it's a distorted.
That's like a
Elvis
fog
face,
machine,
if you will,
and then
but
putting.
Who
pretty
the fuck
close
has a
looking to
fog
Elvis.
machine?
No, I mean it's
Glasses
not fog machine,
and
but
everything
it's like
else.
some kind of
What are the chances
naturally
of having
happening,
that
and
in a
then
photo
the
of the trees of
color of the
Graceland with all
green
these things living?
reflection from the leaves.
Obviously, there's a chance that
Yuki,
there's not.
there's
but I
such a
believe
disturbance
there's a
in
bigger
the
chance that it is. I think
the
it's pretty
ether because of this Elvis thing that we
I've had
can't
a
even keep
few
you in frame.
little, things with ghosts in the
Elvis is
past.
fucking with the
Maybe
camera over
future
here.
videos I'll
But
share them.
the
This
truth
my
is,
only Elvis
I
ghost
mean,
story
look, man,
I
this
can
is
tell
this
you.
is the originator,
And
right?
for what it's
And then he
worth,
had a
I
psychic
appreciate you watching.
analyze it, and the psychic said, "Here, Elvis, Chef Diz revealed. See, look, Gladys,
Stop dieting. Seriously, don't bother dieting again.
shut the fuck up."
Because you don't need to. If
Shut
you
the
really
fuck up. I hate these. Okay, so the ghost. So Gladys is the psychic.
Hey, Chef Des.
Oh, this is much louder and better.
I posted a video on my YouTube channel about the ghost of Elvis that I saw
He
in
saw it
a photo
in
of
a photo
the trees at Graceland.
of the trees
And
at
I was
Graceland.
there in July 2019.
July,
That's the
and we
video
were
I'm
there
putting
July
down in the
2022.
background. But what I'm going to
Oh.
do, because I had a lot of people
See?
comment, I can't see it. Can you show it a bit bigger? Can you circle it and point it out?
Non-believers.
So I'm gonna do that for you today. From all the people that watched it, thank you. About half of you did see it, believed, and
They believed.
thought it was amazing. The other half of people either couldn't see
That
it
was just
or thought it
smog
was
or
as well. And
fog
people that
or
thought it was on
mist.
crack, thought it was
No.
crazy, thought it was a
They
lunatic.
thought he was
thought
on
it
crack,
things.
Yuki.
Whatever.
I mean, come on.
can
You
believe
saw
whatever
the
you want to
aura
believe,
of
I
the
get
Pope.
that.
You have
This
to
is what
believe a
I
little
believe.
bit.
Now, what I want you to do to get
Because
the
I
full
was
story,
there, I
you can watch that
experienced
video.
it. But this one was just
I'll link it down
you know,
below as
green
well.
mist or
If you wanna
fog
look
or
at that first, you can. If you
haze
wanna
or
watch this
something,
video
and then
now
it's just a
first, you can go
reflection
back to
from
that
the
one, whatever you
green
want to do,
leaf.
obviously.
No,
But
no.
one of the ladies that
Okay.
saw the video
Look,
on
I don't know
YouTube,
how
her
that
name
thing is
Linda,
related
and she
to the
contacted
Elvis
me,
and didn't
and
even look like
supposedly, I
Elvis.
can't remember
You'll
the
see.
exact
Wait
story,
until they
but she
show you
claims
this.
to be
This one
psychic
blows the
and
lid off of
sees
the whole thing.
things that people can't see, and she was intrigued with my video.
And then
And
plus
not
he
only did
talks
she
too
see
much.
The ghost of Elvis, but she saw Elvis's mother in the photo.
The
and
7
also
minutes
the dog as well.
video could
He
be 1
needs to
minute.
give you the
So she circled
explanation.
for
He
me
needs to
the
set
Elvis,
up the
which I saw
whole
already, the one of
situation.
Gladys,
Well,
his mother,
that's
and
what
the
I
one of
mean.
the
Like
dog.
it's
Now I'm gonna
bullshit.
zoom
Like
in
a,
and show you where she
used to
circled,
go
and I posted
salesman.
photos.
Chef Des, I'm sorry, man. We interviewed Chef. We actually interviewed him. Me and
Really?
Reeves. Yeah, we talked to him about the thing.
When?
Like 2 weeks ago. And he gave us an interview and he talked about the Elvis and the ghosts. And yeah. So I mean, sorry, Chef Des, but Yuki does not believe you.
Well, I don't see Elvis's face.
And this is just a screenshot of my video that I did already.
And we don't
Anyway,
see your
watch the
face
video
'cause
to
you're not
get
in the
full
fucking
story,
frame.
but I was
Elvis keeps pushing you out of that frame, I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling
I
you.
got this green
Here, I'll get it
mist
closer to you so you can see
Okay.
it. Look at the green
in
mist.
front of the trees
Yeah, it's
and
green
back,
mist.
and I thought it was something odd, and I
So
could
what
see it
about
was-
the green mist?
This
See, that-
mist
But it's a
isn't
bit
green, it's
distorted,
fog.
exactly
It's like
Elvis.
it's like
I've had
white.
People say, "Hey, that looks like
It's a
Elvis
reflection
playing,
from
that
the
looks like
green
a
leaf.
star," Whatever.
A
You
reflection from
never
a green
know
leaf.
how difficult
There's
it
no
is
reflection
for the
from a
other
green
side to
leaf.
communicate with us
A
here.
reflection from a
Maybe
green
he's
leaf.
blind, maybe it didn't come through to our human eyes as much as he
A reflection in a golden eye.
knows.
That was a
for sure,
movie.
but this is what I believe.
Yeah, well, whatever,
Let me
but
show you
that's
the
nothing to do with
picture that
Elvis.
Linda
I
sent
mean,
me
But it does. Watch.
with
Watch. Wait until he starts circling it.
Okay.
I'll zoom in
Oh, here we go. Here we go. He's gonna start circling stuff.
There's no Elvis.
There in red is where I see Elvis. Okay.
Fuck it.
And in black.
See, that's
you
like
see
a.
Gladys.
What do you mean he see Elvis? Like
But
I don't
look,
see.
You see, he's circling it. He's circling it, Yuki.
Whoa, this?
Yeah, look at that.
This
Look at
is
that.
like a mist.
No,
it's a fog.
It's
Oh,
not fog. It's fucking Elvis, man.
Where's Elvis? I don't see it.
Let me show you this now. So what I did is I took this.
He's circled.
intro and
He's in red.
I put
But he's also
glass
the
to
dog.
that one.
And the mother. Look at the mother. Look at that versus the mother. Look at the two side by
A
side.
little bit more. So
Well,
you
that's
see
the
Gladys?
photo. So, but
I again,
Where's the
certainly
face? I don't see the
And
face.
there's a picture of Gladys
Missed
there,
it.
or a famous picture.
Yeah,
of
just a mist.
Gladys.
No,
You
no.
can sort of see,
It's not the.
what
It's
Linda saw
fucking
in
real,
here.
man. I'm
Let's
telling
go
you.
now and
well,
look at the same photo,
Okay,
picture of Elvis.
where's the
Let's
see?
if you can
That's
see
Elvis the face. Where's the Elvis face? I
Right
don't.
below there in the red
a
circle.
little bit more,
The psychic saw it.
right?
Where's the face? Where's
You know how much he
He's
loved,
showing you.
animals,
You
right?
just
his
don't believe.
horses, he
I
had
think the
a
technology is
chimpanzee,
bothering
he had
your
dogs.
your
So who knows? I mean,
receptors
I
to
don't
the
know for
truth.
sure, but here's a picture of Elvis and a dog. You can sort of see how it could be.
Look
a
at the dog. Look at the fucking dog. It's
I
right
don't know
there.
for sure. I don't think anybody
This is the
really knows
nose?
for sure, but
Yeah.
everybody's sharing
Eyes?
Yeah, you see the eyes. You see it. Look, you're starting to make it out.
Gladys and Elvis and the dog.
Well, because I see the photo. That's why I'm just.
Especially
Yeah, I mean, well,
Gladys
that's why he's
and
putting the
Elvis.
photos there to let you know which one is which.
That could be a dog. I really see the ghost of Elvis and the ghost of Gladys. Now, whether you believe or not, hey, that's totally cool. I get that.
See?
Everybody has
It's
an
cool.
opinion.
It's-
I'm gonna
it's-
link
you're- he's
also another
telling you,
video I
Yuki, it's
did of
okay if you
Elvis
don't
down
believe.
below when I went to his house in the 1970s.
I don't
my family
see
pulled
it.
up in her station
He
wagon right
brings
up
the
to front
photo,
door
put
of
it
his
there.
house.
So,
Also,
oh, this
my
is the
video
nose. This is the eyes. Like,
and whether you believe
see?
me, whether you believe the viewer Linda that sent me,
You gotta
the
open
circle photo,
because
of the screenshot.
why?
That's
How
up to you.
would it
Let's keep the
happen
world
that
positive,
it happened to
keep it real.
him and then it
Anyways,
happened to
talk to you
us
soon.
too
Thanks for watching.
while we were talking about him? Because we summoned the energy by speaking about it, speaking it out loud.
I don't know. I just don't see Elvis. It just I see the mist or smog or fog, whatever, but I don't see the. I mean, the reason I said nose, eyes because the photo was here, so I could tell. See.
All right, so Yuki, you remain a non-believer.
Unless I see it,
Okay.
but I didn't.
What if you
see
start
it.
to experience things, little synchronicities, or just little haunting things that Elvis might?
Okay,
do?
usually I don't believe. The reason I said I believe Pope's aura because aura held my hand.
The aura of Pope John Paul II, in case you missed it on Yuki's Celebrity Stories, held Yuki's hand when he was working.
So I felt it. That's why I believed it.
And not the actual Pope John Paul II. His aura
Right.
held Yuki's hand.
So unless same kind of experience, I can't believe it. I'm a realistic guy. I'm not saying I don't believe UFO or ghost.
Yeah.
Or even God exists. I don't think God, but unless God comes and talk to me,
Right.
or UFO abduct me, do some kind of
Right.
experimental,
Sure.
or ghost says, "Hi, Yuki," in my face. I don't believe it. I mean, see, but I believe Pope's aura because his aura held my hand. So I'm just a realistic.
So you're
guy.
not completely closed off to the idea
Right.
of something. But this particular one, you got.
No, I don't see his face. No.
You don't see his face.
Yeah.
Oh,
So unless I mean, it's really clearly Elvis' face, like a photo,
yeah.
see, showing up on the tree, then I would believe it. But right now, I don't see anything but mist or fog or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I tried, man. I tried to get you, but we'll keep. Once we have more research together. I mean,
Right.
we're really digging deep into this, and we're getting all the
Plus,
testimony.
this video, like, why 7 minutes? He could have done it in 1 minute. I don't like that 6 minutes, and that's the talking. It's like a really bullshit conversation. It's like, used to a salesman. Yeah, that's why I don't believe it. I mean, he doesn't get to the point.
The point was he explained his love for Elvis, and that his son wished upon the grave of Elvis that Elvis would present himself to his father, and he did in the trees.
Couldn't he say, I'm a really, love Elvis. I went to Graceland and then I took this photo. Look at this photo. Then that's like less than 1 minute instead of 6 minutes bullshit conversation. That's like really annoying me.
Okay, sorry, Chef Des, but hey, that's one man's opinion. That you have your supporters.
Plus, you better be good cook. And if
he's good. No, that part he's really good.
Did you eat his food?
I didn't eat it, but I watched his videos, and they're much more pithy and to the point than his Elvis videos. He tells you what to do. In fact, one of his quesadilla recipes, it looks amazing. I'm gonna try it. It's like eggs and all kinds of peppers and shit. Yeah, Chef Des knows how to cook, so we can't disparage him on the chef end. But in the Elvis ghost end, it's you're a skeptic. You'll remain a skeptic, and
okay.
That's where we'll stand for now.
All right, yeah.
All right, so guys, Yuki got so upset that he took his freaking Elvis glasses off. I mean, he was excited to wear them, and then he took them off. This is.
I like Elvis more than Beatles, though. Yeah.
He likes Elvis more than the Beatles. Not everybody has that opinion, but some do. And I mean, I get it. I have some weird opinions about music too. Not that that's weird. It's just that I think that you like the aesthetic of Elvis better than you do the aesthetic of the Beatles.
I think because he's very entertaining.
Yeah.
And then it's more fun to watch.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, the Beatles, they kind of stood there just shaking their heads back and forth with their floppy hair. But then they got a little psychedelic after they stopped touring, and that's fun. All right. So this was me trying to convince Yuki of the Elvis Presley conspiracy. He doesn't remember anything specific about that day other than going to Graceland and having a good time. He didn't see anything in the trees. He doesn't believe anything that he's a non-believer.
Until I see it.
So if Elvis or the ghost of Elvis or something, a specter presents itself to you, you will believe. All right, we'll have to see if that happens. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for coming through. Yuki and John Patreon Buffet. John and Yuki, Patreon Buffet. We're just going to keep doing this stuff. We're going to keep making this content. I don't know who's watching, but thank you. We appreciate it. I mean, we're shooting this stuff in advance, so we'll start to know how we're doing. Halfway through, and if we're doing good, we'll keep going. If not, we'll stop it. But right now, we're having a great time, just talking, learning things about each other. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
See you soon.